Yeah. 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 Look at the landscape, it's a deeply painful struggle. History bleeding through the page underneath the rubble. They say the mob violence shifted, moved away from the stage, but the extrajudicial murder, it just adapted to the age. No accountability, racial terror in the air. The rope is shape-shifting, but the prejudice is there. EG and the NASCA, they see the shape shift. 3 or more under pretext of justice, man, the weight hits. Now it's vigilantism, private citizens on a racial mission. Systemic impunity, authorities blurring the vision. Reluctant to prosecute, letting the perpetrators rise. Sending out a psychological message with nowhere to hide. It's racial terror meant to strike at the core of the town. Different centuries, same devil trying to hold us down. Strange fruit falls, but the roots remain. Generations of trauma, we bearing the same pain. From the Jim Crow era to the modern day streets. When the system covers up, the history repeats. But we demand accountability, shining light on the lies. No more looking away when another brother dies. Yeah. Let's talk about the phenomenon, lynching by suicide, public hangings of black folks, the truth getting pushed aside, intense community mistrust. We know the historical trick, coroner sweeping it under the rug, calling it quick. CDC data shows it's a statistical anomaly. We carry the trauma of the rope in our psychology, but investigations are hasty, closed in a matter of hours. No full autopsies, just an abuse of their powers. Contextual red flags, highly visible spaces, signs of physical trauma that the final report erases. Or a motive for foul play, battling cops in the court. Then they found from a branch and they cut the narrative short. We gotta speak their names, the case is shaping the fight. James Byrd Jr., Jasper, Texas, dragged into the night. Catalyzed the hate crime laws back in '98, but decades later we still fighting the systemic hate. 2020, George Floyd, a knee on his neck in the sun. A legalized lynching without a rope or a gun. A Ahmaud Arbery jogging in Glenn County, GA, chased by 3 white men who took his future away. Initial police delays, but the UN condemned it. Modern racial terror, ain't no way to defend it. Then there's Robert Fuller, Malcolm Harsh out in SoCal, hanging from trees. The protests raising the morale, rule of suicide, but exposed to severe flaws like Dre Reed in Mississippi, family fighting the laws. 21 years old on campus, potential blunt force ignored. Down in the Delta region where the injustice is stored. Then Norris Richards in Colbert County, Alabama, filed a brutality suit against the cops. Then caught in the drama, found in an abandoned house, ruled as suicide. Quick private autopsy forced the FBI in the mix. Javier McGee, Henderson, NC truck driver down. Rope around his neck in a rural southern town. No foul play, they claim, but civil rights leaders step in, demanding transparent pros, asking where do we begin. The fight moved to the feds, global eyes on the scene. The Emmett Till Act 22, you know what it means. Oh, over a century waiting, finally a federal hate crime. Local jurisdictions fail to act, now they doing the time. Up to 30 years in the cell, the penalties are real, giving grieving families an actual avenue to appeal. UN experts calling it out on the global stage, drawing lines from slavery to what the policing displays. Systemic human rights violations under the sun. Families crowdfunding autopsies until the justice is done. Direct appeals to the DOJ, bypassing the bias. We fighting for the truth until they finally free us. The era of the spectacle might have faded from sight, but until there's true justice, we continue to fight. Yeah, rest in power. Rest in power.